Hello agents, today's short video is going to be on how to add a lead manually in Dakno. And today I'm going to log in as David. Once you log in, you get dropped off here at your dashboard. So you're just going to go ahead and click on Contacts. Right below it, you're going to click on Contact List. And then in the upper right hand side, you're going to click on Add Contact. Once you have that going, the next thing you're going to do is put your basic information in, first name, last name. I just want to point out where it says Assigned To, for some reason it shows as a drop-down screen. It should only be your name. And for the sake of today's training, we're going to leave the status as new, but it is a drop-down screen as well. And here are some of the other categories that you can put them in. So today's client, we're going to call him This Is Only a Test. Okay, here's where you're going to put their email. This is at, let's say, selling-greenville.com. Here in the phone number, you're going to notice that it is, every time you see a little arrow like that, there's a drop-down screen. So once you click on that, here are the different options that you can pick. So let's just pick sell because that's pretty common. And if you have an address for them, go ahead and plug that right in there. In the quick info section, this is really good for you as a point of reference. You could mark or type in where you met them, how you know them. Are they moving to the area because they want to be close to grandkids? Are they downsizing? Are they looking for a bigger home? Do they have a business that maybe we need to refer to someone that can talk to them about a retail property? And then there's you can add, looks like a picture, and looks like you can also add some social media links here. So in the next tab over, there's a tag tab. And this is going to be very, very important for you to mark a tag, at least one. The reason is because, especially on the admin team, whenever we go back to filter out information, or if we want to see how many leads came through because of Realtor.com, or how many leads came through because they're your Mets, this is one of the places that we would go to figure that out. Also, when it comes time to figuring out commission, if for some reason it fell through the cracks along the way and we don't know or are unsure exactly the lead source, we would come here to find out. And our hope is that you would have picked a tab so that we know exactly the kind of commission that you're going to be getting. So let's say, for example, that this is one of David's Mets. So once I start typing David, here is David's Mets. So we're going to add that there. If for some reason we wanted to acknowledge that, again, for filtering the information later on somehow, or for some reason that we were aware that they needed to fix their credit, if we start to type in the first few letters of the word credit, you can see that here are their options. So let's say that they had some credit cleanup to do and they've been working on it, and we've been working closely alongside them and with a local lender. This would be a great option for you to use. So let's just go ahead and plug that in. The next one you want to go to is the to-dos. And here on the right-hand side, you can add a to-do. There's a few things to note here. In the assigned section, as you can see, all of the agents are available to assign this to-do to. If, for example, let's say the client had a business and you wanted to refer them to someone that can help them with the commercial property, you would go ahead and click who that person is so that then they can be reminded to follow up. Or if you just want to set the reminder for yourself to follow up with them in X amount of days, you would just pick your name and then mark what kind of follow-up you want to choose. So if you wanted an email notification or a text notification, this is where you would put it. And then obviously here you would want to set a reminder for yourself. Follow up on credit repair. And a due date here. And let's say we determined that a week. Let's say after the holidays we wanted to catch up with them. So we would do 11:30, and let's say we want to follow up with them at 10 a.m. And so here you can have reminders. If you need a reminder a half an hour before, an hour before, you can pick that here. So once you're done with that, go ahead and click on Add to Do. And then very last step, very important or else nothing saves, is to click the Save button in the upper right-hand corner. Look at that. A contact already exists with this phone number, which this is a good error to come across because sometimes these things happen. One reason that this might happen is that the lead's spouse or maybe another family member is already in the system with the same number, or there could have been an error or a typo, in which case we would just have to go back and fix it. So let's alter that number. Click Save. One thing I do want to note, and we're going to go into this in another video, but I just wanted to make a quick reference to adding them on an email campaign. So this is our lead that we just entered. Here under email marketing, if you click on that, you can add them to an email campaign. It does say that they are unverified, and what that means is once you initiate the campaign, the very, very first email they're going to receive is an email asking them to opt in into the email campaign. So here are the 4 campaigns that we have. Currently across the board for the brokerage, the only campaign that we have is this. It is WRG 2020, so we're just going to add that. And then again in the upper right hand corner, click Save. And just from memory, I know that a person will receive an email within 1 day, so that's when they're going to start to receive those emails. If you do have any questions, please feel free to contact the admin team, or feel free to reach out to one of your fellow agents, and we'd be more than happy to help you.